What are decimal expansions? To find decimal expansion, we simply divide the number by the denominator. This is the numerator, this is the denominator, and this is also called divisor when we divide. So you have to divide 10 by 3. So while dividing, 3 3s are 9, remainder is 1. You have to carry the 0 since 1 is not divisible by 3. So put a point, 3 3s are 9. You will continue, remainder will always be 1, and this will be repeating, this number 3 will be repeating itself. So it is called non-terminating. Non-terminating means it is not having the remainder 0. If it is having any number, it is called non-terminating. So we will take second example, 7 by 8. Dividing 7 by 8, we get 0.875, where the remainder is 0. Since it is called terminating, it has been terminated, मतलब खत्म हो गया वहाँ पे. Now we will take an example to show that 0.3333 is equal to 0.3 bar can be expressed in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Let us call 0.3 bar as x. Okay, you can assume any letter like x, y, z. We'll assume here as x. Therefore x equal to 0.3333. Multiply both sides by 10. If you multiply both sides by 10, this will become 10 into x is 10x, and 10 into 0.333 is 3.3333. Now 3.33 can be broken up as 3 plus x. X value is 0.333. So putting the values, on the left hand side we will get 10x, on the right hand side we will get 3 plus x. So now take this x on one side, here we will take it on the left hand side. So when x comes over here, the sign changes, plus will become minus, and 3 will remain as it is. So 10 minus 1x is 9x, and 3 will remain as it is. Now we will have to find the value of x. So solving x, we will have to take this 9 to the denominator, 3 by 9. So we will reduce it to the lowest form. So the answer will be 1 by 3. 3 3s are 9. So 1 by 3, if we divide, we will get the answer as 0.333. This will continue. Now we can summarize this as the decimal expansion of a rational number is either terminating or non-terminating, recurring. This can be said as a number whose decimal expansion is terminating or non-terminating, recurring is rational. Any number whose decimal expansion is which dividing, which we have done this, is terminating. Terminating is when the remainder is 0, you end. So this is terminating. This is non-terminating, since it will continue, and this is recurring. 3 3 3 3 is repeating itself. So that is a rational number. What is an irrational number? A number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating and non-recurring is irrational. The opposite of this is irrational. It is non-terminating. This is terminated, since the remainder is 0, and this is non-terminating. Okay, and non-recurring. Here this, instead of 3 3 3, there can be 3 4 5 6 like that. So it is an irrational number. Now we will solve exercise 1.3. Write the following in decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion each has. question is 36 by 100. So we'll have to divide it. You can see here I have divided 11 by 100. Here we can divide 36 by 100 in the same fashion. You will get the answer as 0.36. Second one is 1 by 11. If we divide 1 by 11, the answer would be 0.0909. See, you can see the division over here. The remainder is 1. So it is non-terminating. And it is recurring, means 09 number is repeating itself. 09, 09, 09. If you divide further, you will get this. Now the third one is 4 1 by 8. So 4 1 by 8 can be solved as, you have to multiply, cross multiply 4 into 8, and you have to add the numerator 1, and the denominator will remain 8, and it will be applied to the whole. So 8 for the 32 plus 1, 33 by 8. Now we have to divide 33 by 8 in a similar fashion. The answer will be 4.125, and it is called terminating, since the remainder is 0 over here in this case. Now the fourth one, 3 by 13 is equal to 0.230769. If we divide, we will get this. So it is called recurring and non-terminating. These numbers will be repeated and the remainder will not be 0. So it is non-terminating. Now next example is 2 by 11. If we divide, we will get 0.18. 18 number will be repeated. So it is called recurring and non-terminating. 329 divided by 400 is equal to 0.8225. It will end over here since the remainder is 0. If you divide, you will get this answer. So it is called terminating. Okay. Now we learn laws of multiplication. X plus y into whole bracket into x minus y. How we will solve this? This is the first bracket, this is the second bracket. So x into x. This is plus x, so plus x. So sign is plus. Now plus x into minus y will be minus x y. Now the second number multiply by the first number, and at the last the second number multiplied by second number of this. So this will be plus y into plus x will be plus y x, and second number with the second number. So plus y, minus plus plus is minus, and y into y is y square. So the answer is x into x is x square, xy plus xy and minus xy can get cut. What will remain? Minus y square. So the answer of x plus y into x minus y is x square minus y square. You have to remember this. Root of a into b can be written as root a into root b. Root a divided by b can be written as root a divided by root b. The third law of multiplication is in brackets a plus root b into root a minus root b. If we solve this, this will be the same as x plus y into x minus y. Only difference is here root is there. So what would be the answer? X square. So root a into root a is root a square. And what is root a square? A. So answer is a minus b. Now the fourth one, a plus root b into a minus root b. So this will be solved as a into a, that is a square, then a plus a into minus b will be minus a root b. Now b root b into a plus a root b, you can change it since it's multiplication. Plus root b minus root b will be minus root b square. So this will be a square minus ab. Here it is minus a root b plus a root b. So this will get cancelled. And minus b square root is b. So the answer of this is a square minus b. Now the fifth one, root a plus root b into root c plus root d. All are different, so you have to multiply root a into root c, root a into root c plus root a into root d plus root b into root c plus root b into root d. So these can be written as, here you can see root a into root b can be written as root ab. So this also can be written as root ac plus root ad plus root bc plus root bd. Now the sixth one, root a plus root b the whole square. This will be solved by squaring the first number. This will become root a the whole square plus 2ab, 2 root a into root b. This will be a second 2 into root a into root b plus root b square. So this will be solved as root a square is a plus 2a into b can be written as a into b can be written as root ab plus root b square can be written as b. Now we will solve one problem. Rationalize the denominator of 5 by root 3 minus root 5. So how we can rationalize the denominator? You have to multiply the numerator as well as the denominator by the opposite of this denominator. Opposite is, here it is root 3 minus root 5. So instead of minus root 3 minus root 5, we will take it as plus. The sign will change. Okay, let's solve. 5 by root 3 minus root 5 shall be multiplied by root 3 plus root 5. Root 3 plus root 5. Now 5 into root 3 plus root 5. So 5 is common into root 3 plus root 5 by root 3 square is 3 and root 5 square is 5. So this will be 5 root 3 plus root 5. This will remain as it is. Root 3 square is 3, root 5 square is 5. So 3 minus 5 is minus 2. So 5 by 2, the minus sign will come up. It is common and this will remain as it is. Root 3 plus root 5. root 3 plus root 5. So we have rationalized the denominator. Now let's solve exercise 1.5. First example, classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. So 2 minus root 5 is irrational. It's not a whole number or an integer. Here, if we solve this, 3 plus root 23 minus 23. So this will get cut. 3 plus root 23 minus root 23. So these both can cut. The answer is 3. So it's a whole number. So this is a rational number. Now 2 into root 7 divided by 7 into root 7. So root 7 divided by root 7 can get cut. So this will cut. The remaining will be 2 by 7. So now 2 by 7 is a rational number. It's an integer. So it's a rational number. When you divide, as we have seen earlier, you have to divide 2 by 7. So you will get so 2 by 7 is rational. What is rational meaning? A number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating and non-recurring. If you divide this 2 divided by 7, you will get a number which is non-terminating and non-recurring, is irrational. But when we divide this, we will get a termination. We will get the remainder 0. So it's a rational number. Now the fourth one. 1 by root 2. Irrational. It's an irrational number. And 2 into pi is irrational. Now question number 2. Simplify each of the following expressions. 3 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 2. We have solved this earlier as, you can take this example, root a plus root b into root c plus root d. You have to solve it. The first number with the first number, second number, the first number with the second number. This you can name it as 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be 1 into 3, 1 into 4, 2 into 3 and 2 into 4. This is the step you have to remember. We will solve it here. This will be 3 into 2 plus 3 into root 2 plus root 3 into 2. You can write this as 2 root 3 also, since it's multiplication, and plus root 3 into root 2. So if you solve this, the answer will be 6 plus 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 plus root 3 into root 2 is root 6. So this is the answer. Now 3 plus root 3 into 3 minus root 3. So you have to solve it. This number into this. The first number into third number and first number into fourth number. So 3 into 3 and 3 into minus root 3. So it will be minus 3 root 3 plus second number into third number, 3 into root 3, and second number into fourth number, so plus root 3 into minus root 3. So the answer is minus root 3 into root 3. So 3 3s are 9, plus root 3 and minus root 3 get cancelled, and here it will be minus root 3 into root 3 is root 9. So this is the answer. You can solve this further, since the value of root 9 is 3. So 9 minus 3 is 6. So the answer is 6. Now we'll do the third and the fourth one as homework. Now we'll learn the law of exponents. A raised to n into a raised to n is written as a raised to m plus n. This is the first law. Second law is a raised to m the whole bracket a raised to n. So this can be written as a raised to mn. Third law is a raised to m divided by a raised to n equal to a raised to m minus n. Here the condition is that m should be greater than n. The fourth law is a raised to m into b raised to n equal to ab raised to m, since m is common for both. These four law of exponents you have to remember. Now let's solve the exercise 1.6. First one is find the value of 64 raised to 1 by 2. Now how we will solve this? 64 can be written as 8 square. 8 8 is 64. 8 square is 64 into whole bracket raised to 1 by 2. So this is same as this one. Okay. A raised to m the whole bracket raised to n. So it can be written as a raised to mn. So here this can be written as 8 raised to 2 into 1 by 2. So this can get cancelled. So the answer is 8. Now let's solve second sum. (32 raised to 1 by 5). 32 can be written as 32. If you divide by 2, you will get 2 into 2 into 2, 2 raised to 5. 2 raised to 5. That means 2 if you multiply 5 times you will get 32. 2 raised to 5 raised to 1 by 5. So this is a raised to m into n. So this can be written as a raised to m into n. This 5 get cancelled. So the answer is 2. Now let's solve question 2. Let's find 9 3 by 2. 9, if you reduce it, you can write it as 9 1s are 9, 3 3s are 9. So here it is square. So let's take the second one, 3 square. This can be written as 3 square the whole bracket 3 by 2. So a raised to m into n. So a raised to m into n. So this will be 3 cube. So what is 3 cube? It is 27. So one more example, 125 raised to minus 1 by 3. So if you break 125 3 times, what is the cube of 5? 5 into 5, 25. 25 into 5 is 125. So 5 cube into the whole bracket raised to minus 1 by 3. So this is a raised to m into n minus n, sorry. So this will be written as a raised to m into n. 3 gets cut. So 5 raised to minus 1. So now let's solve one more example. 2 raised to 2 by 3 into 2 raised to 1 by 5. So a raised to m into a raised to n. So this will be a raised to m plus n. If you remember here, we have done the law of exponents. A raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. Okay. So now we will have to solve this. 2 by 3 plus 1 by 5. This can be solved as 2 raised to, we have to take out the common factors. 5 3s are 15. So 2 into 5 plus 1 into 3. 3 into 5 and 2 into 5 plus 1 into 3 cross multiply. Okay. So the answer of this will be 5 2s are 10 plus 3 1s are 3 by 15. So this will be 2 raised to 13 by 15. Okay.